Welcome back to the channel. Today we're building a brand new paludarium featuring a beautiful cascading waterfall and a rugged rocky mountain landscape. Let's dive right in and bring this miniature world to life. The first step is building the pump chamber. I'm using 5mm PVC foam board to create a separate compartment for the water pump. This keeps rocks and other materials from getting into the pump, helping prevent clogs and ensuring reliable performance over time. Since this build features a tall rocky mountain layout, I'm cutting two panels that are 28 centimeters tall and 7 centimeters wide. These will form the sides of the pump chamber and provide a solid foundation for the entire structure. To make sure the PVC foam board is securely attached, I'm using aquarium-safe silicone to bond it directly to the glass tank. This creates a strong waterproof seal and keeps the entire structure firmly in place throughout the life of the paludarium. After building and experimenting with paludariums for quite some time, I've learned one lesson that makes a huge difference. If you want consistently clear water and fewer water changes, you need to provide enough space for beneficial bacteria to thrive. That's why I'm adding a dedicated filtration chamber to this build. It will hold biological filter media, giving beneficial bacteria a place to colonize and naturally break down waste. A simple feature like this goes a long way toward keeping the water cleaner, healthier, and much easier to maintain over time. The filter media I'm using is simple and easy to find. Lava rock pieces about 3 to 5 centimeters in size. Lava rock is full of tiny pores, creating the perfect surface for beneficial bacteria to grow and establish a healthy biological filter. As the water flows through these rocks, the bacteria help break down waste naturally, keeping the water cleaner and more stable. Of course, you can use other types of biological filter media, such as ceramic rings. But for me, lava rock is still the best choice because it's affordable, widely available, and works incredibly well for builds like this. Now it's time to build the Rocky Mountain landscape. For this section, I'm using larger pieces of black lava rock to create the hardscape. When arranging the rocks, place the smaller pieces at the base to create a strong, stable foundation. Then stack the larger rocks on top to achieve a more balanced and natural-looking composition. Since we're creating a mountain landscape, try to choose rocks with long, rugged shapes. Their natural lines help emphasize the height of the cliffs and make the entire layout feel more dramatic and realistic. To lock the rocks together, I've been using a simple trick that works surprisingly well. Just roll up a small piece of paper towel, tuck it into the gap where two rocks meet, and apply a few drops of super glue. The paper towel acts as a filler, allowing the glue to bond the rocks together almost instantly. Give this method a try on your next build. It's quick, inexpensive, and incredibly effective. To make the rocky mountain look as natural as possible, I'm filling the gaps between the rocks with a mixture of soil and black aquarium soft silicone. This helps blend the individual stones into one continuous mountain, giving the hardscape a much more realistic solid appearance. It also does a great job of hiding the paper towel and glue joints used to secure the rocks together. This is also the stage where I begin shaping the path for the waterfall. Take your time here and let the water guide the design. A natural-looking flow will make the entire paludarium feel far more realistic once it's up and running. Next, I'm filling the space behind the rocky mountain with akadama soil. This helps create a solid, stable base for the planting area, while adding depth to the overall layout. Akadama also provides excellent support for plant roots, making it a great foundation for healthy plant growth as the paludarium matures. For today's Rocky Mountain layout, I'm planting mini ornamental bamboo. It's a hardy plant that thrives in the humid conditions of a paludarium. And with a little time and proper care, its roots will establish themselves beautifully. Behind the bamboo, I'm adding a few Phytonia plants to introduce a pop of color and create a stronger focal point in the upper part of the landscape. To finish the mountain, I'm using a clay-based substrate to secure small patches of moss along the front of the rock face. As the moss grows in, it will soften the rugged texture of the rocks and give the entire mountain a more natural weathered appearance. For the substrate in the aquatic section, I'm using red lava rock to add a bit of contrast and create a beautiful backdrop for the fish I'll be adding later. Before filling the tank with water, take a few minutes to clean up the layout and gently mist the plants. This helps settle everything into place and gives the plants a good start before the paludarium is fully filled. Once the tank is filled, I like to add 2 capfuls of beneficial bacteria to help kickstart the biological cycle. After about a week, when the water is clear and the tank has had some time to stabilize, it's ready for the fish. For this build, I've chosen a Betta. They're famous for their vibrant colors and flowing fins. And when they fully spread their tail, they create a stunning display that perfectly complements a layout like this. One thing to keep in mind is that Bettas are highly territorial. To avoid aggression and stress, it's best to keep just one Betta per tank. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this build, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who love aquariums, paludariums, and terrariums. Thanks again for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.